Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to some more Endless Scrap Mechanic. Now, I know it's been a while, but I am ready for some more Scrap Mechanic Survival, and I hope you are all ready for some more as well. Now, in today's video, I am going to be going off of some suggestions from you guys in the comments. Now, a while ago, me and Komodo worked together to make an underwater vehicle that we can use to go and harvest the crude oil for our gas. Now, I did make some extremely large wheels. Now, as you can see beside me, I've got this really beautiful quarter piece of a cylinder. Now, using 4 of these quarter pieces, you can make a really large wheel, but the problem is they're way too heavy to use on a normal vehicle with just like standard bearings, and you guys had the amazing suggestion of trying to turn it into some type of steamroller, because of course they are just that heavy. Now, this is the vehicle that we built for underwater exploration. Now, these are normal sized wheels, but if you want to see it with the full size wheels and all the shenanigans that we got up to, I'm going to leave a link up in the top right corner so you guys can check out that video and see what it's like to have these monstrous pieces as wheels. And right here you can see this is the perfect example of what one of these wheels assembled looks like together. You can see there's a cross section in the middle, and of course that is for a central bearing point, so the whole thing can turn like a wheel. But this isn't just one of them. This is a whole bunch of them, and we have ourselves a giant steamroller vehicle in Scrap Mechanic Survival. Now, you're probably wondering, how well does this work as a steamroller? Well, as a vehicle in itself, it is not the greatest, but we're going to try and do a couple upgrades to this vehicle to make it a little bit better, but I still want to be able to show you what it can do right now, and then we're going to go into the workshop, and we're going to try and make some alterations to this thing to make it even better. Now, as you can see, there's only one switch here, and that one switch is what makes it go forward, because we are using a controller to power that front wheel. And I can actually show you guys the connection tool here. That is the controller there hooked up to either side, and the controller generates so much great torque that it is enough to turn these giant wheels, which is great because that means I didn't have to use an electric motor and burn through batteries. Right now I have two bearings right here for steering, but if I hop into the seat and I can hold A and D, and you can see, look at how slow this turning is. So that's one thing we're going to be changing today, is we're going to try and make an upgrade to the steering mechanism, just to make it turn faster and have it a little more responsive. And other than that, there's not really much we can do as far as the driving goes, but let's see. How is this at crushing things? Okay. My first target wasn't gonna be walks. Okay, well, how about just one walk? Let's see, is this gonna crush one walk? Oh my god, that was a beautiful explosion of confetti. Okay, it looks like we are capable of taking down walks. Now, okay, look at this. This is where the vehicle starts falling apart. I can't steer it properly right now because it's just so big and heavy. All right, I can see 2 of these hay bots right here. They are just chilling on the outskirts. Oh, wait, no, it's 3 of them. Oh my god, 3. Oh, jeez. Oh my, these bots. Yeah. Okay. They are definitely getting crushed. A bit of a problem here, though. We are not really maneuverable. So we've got this hay bot on our back, but I don't think I'm going to be able to ever turn around and actually be able to kill him with the current steering mechanism. So we're gonna get rid of him the old school way. And like look at this. The steering, it's just not enough. I want to turn around to this haybot right here. He's just chilling in the middle of the field, but like, it's just not enough. Look at this. We're just gonna go around in a giant circle. Also, this is the first time I have been in the test branch since they have made so many changes and updates to the game, and one of them, of course, is the fact that we can crush this corn. Look at that. It's such a beautiful sight to see. All right, so we got a great idea of how this thing works. It works surprisingly good. It's better than I could have ever expected with something like this in survival mode. So it works great, but like I mentioned, the steering is absolutely terrible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the steering mechanism, or at least add some stuff to it. So like I said, we got the 2 bearings right now, but I have a really interesting idea that is going to utilize pistons. So I think what I'm going to need is I'm going to need about 4 pistons, I'm gonna add them here to assist with the steering, and hopefully that's going to be enough. So I'm gonna get all the supplies I need ready, and then we're gonna sleep through the night, and then I will see you guys in the morning with some building. All right, it is now the morning, and we are ready to make some adjustments to the Steamroller so that this thing can be even better. Now, I'm going to show you guys one more time here really quickly what it's like to turn currently. You can see, look at this. This is a snail's pace at turning. It is extremely slow. Obviously, it does help when the Steamroller is activated and we're driving forward. You can control it way better that way, but I want to be able to turn this thing regardless of the speed. So currently there are 2 bearings right here for the steering, and the reason why there's 2, of course, is because it adds extra strength to that bearing, but I'm thinking with the changes that we're going to be making, I'm only going to need the 1 single bearing under there. So what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect right here like so, and now we have the actual roller here separated from the vehicle, and then we have the vehicle in the back. So I am going to take, let's see here. I guess I'm going to take 3 of these pistons here. Yeah, I'm going to take 3 of them. I'm going to stick 1 here, 1 there on the other side, and then I am going to put 1 in the middle, just a little bit underneath those 2 here by 1 block. So now I'm just going to add the actual, like, hard points to the pistons, just like so, and I guess, you know what, I don't even need this bearing here anymore at all, because what we're going to do is we are going to be taking this bearing. Okay, hold on, actually, I have skipped some important steps. So I forgot to add the block and bearing before the piston. This is going to allow for some free movement of these piston mounts, so that when we are actually turning and using these pistons here, they won't get kind of caught up in like any type of rigid state. They're going to have a little bit of room to wiggle around. So the way this is going to work now, if everything goes to plan, is I should be able to just kind of put my bearing up here like so. We're going to drop that. Okay, I need to be able to grab that. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab this bearing there. We're going to hop up onto the vehicle like so. We're going to smack it down. Okay, wait, I guess we only need to put it right here. So we're going to pop it right here. We're going to get rid of that block. And so now we have the single bearing right on this point here. So what I have to do now is I have to connect this side here to the main wheel, but we also need bearings for turning on that point as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a bearing underneath here. I'm going to put a bearing underneath here. Now, I can't be 100% certain if this is going to work or not. It might take some trial and error, but I think I'm on the right path here to having much stronger steering for the Steamroller. So now we just got to weld these sides here together just like so. And now we have all 3 of our pistons mounted together. And now I guess we really just need to configure them. So I've got 2 controllers here. I'm going to stick 1 controller right here. We're going to put the second one there. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to connect 1 controller to 1 piston. And then on the other side, we're going to take this controller and we're going to hook it up to that piston. Now, at the moment, these controllers are only level 1, which means we have 1 piston here that's not connected. But this piston, it won't matter as far as the turning mechanism goes. So I have an upgraded controller right here that has plenty of room. So we're going to be using this extra one for this center post here, and you'll see why in a second. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting up an A and D converter, which is really just a fancy way of saying I'm going to put a stick with a bearing on it. So that's what we're going to do, though. We're going to stick this right here like so. Now, what this is going to do is, if I remove the lift here, there we go, drop down. I'm going to hook up that bearing to the driver's seat. And now when we turn here, you can see we have this action back here on that post. And what this post is going to do, of course, is it is going to trip these sensors right here. So let's just make sure that's happening. Okay, there's the left one there. You can see the left sensor is activating in the top. And then we turn it to the other side, and then the other one activates. All right, so this is the tricky part here. We have to make sure we set all of these to the right length. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them all to 3, maybe. I guess maybe we'll start with 3. 3 might not be enough, but this is at least going to be able to show you guys what is going to be happening and how we're going to be fine-tuning the steering here. Now, so when I turn left with the steering wheel, you can see that the post there is going to turn left, and it's going to activate that left sensor. So the idea here is when I activate this left sensor to turn left, I am going to want this entire wheel section to turn left as well. So I'm going to hook up this sensor here to this controller, which is going to control the left piston. So right now it's defaulting to a length of 3. We'll keep it there for now. And I'm going to drop this down to 0. And then we're going to do the same thing with the right sensor and the right controller. We're going to hook it up there. And then we're going to take that 3 and drop it down to 0. And basically what this means is when we activate one sensor or the other, this controller is going to contract the piston, pulling it in. So, let's see if that worked. Okay, it seems to have worked. Is this faster? I don't think this is better than what it was before. You can see it working though. Okay, this is working way better now. Look at this. We're not even moving, and look at the articulation in that turning. Absolutely beautiful. And what I did was I upgraded these controllers to the max level, level 5 here, simply because it gives me the ability to go to max speed. Now, it's an interesting thing with controllers, I find. I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but it seems like controllers, when you upgrade them and you increase the speed, it's almost like the strength also gets added as well. So as you can see here, these things are turning way better. Now, something that's interesting though is if you want to change your turning angle, all you need to do is extend these pistons by more. You know what? Let's just try. Let's go max. Oh wait, this piston is not upgraded now. Okay, let's upgrade more. Oh my god, I'm spending so many component kits on this. Okay, we're gonna max out that one. Oh, okay, hold on. Maybe not maxing out. Let's not max them out. We're gonna go to 10 instead. Okay, there we go. So now they're all set to 10, and they are still going to be retracting down to the 0. So let's give this a test now. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the sharp turn angle on this now. And then we can, of course, go the opposite direction. Nice. And, okay, the sun's coming down, so let's just give this a quick test drive. Just to see what it's like. Oh, yeah, look at that. This is a pretty good turning radius now. Is it better than the bearings? You know, I honestly can't say for sure. But we're going to wait till the daytime one last time to give this another go. To see how much more maneuverable it is when trying to run things over. Alright, it is morning again, and I have made some changes, and I think this steamroller thing is where I want it to be. Now, I was just kind of in the middle of giving it, oh, a cool paint job. That's not what I thought was going to get painted there. Alright, so anyway, what I have changed to make this better is really simple. So originally, when I first got all of these pistons in place with the controllers, I had this middle piston here set to the same length as the pistons on either side. So in this case here, I currently have them set to a length of 8. Now, obviously, like I said before, you can adjust that, and that will adjust your steering angle. Now, this one was matching those numbers, but what I've done is I've taken this piston and I've set it all the way down to 0, which means that this piston is basically being pulled away, not out of its own free will. It's being pulled away by the other two pistons on either side. So what that has done, though, is it has allowed for when I turn, you can see that center piston now, instead of trying to stay pushed outward at that full length, what's happening now is it's actually trying to return back to 0, which is what it's set at. So you can see it being pulled away in the middle there. And what that has done is it's just made it so much easier for the entire mechanism to pivot from one side to the other. And you saw the difference between when I was standing still trying to turn versus now where I'm sitting still and trying to turn. Another thing that's pretty important I found is that, yes, it's good to obviously have the giant roller rolling under power, but I also have these rear wheels here on the vehicle. They're motorized by the controller as well, set to the same speed, obviously, because it's on the same controller. And I think that just gives it a little bit more kick when you start driving in any direction here, because the wheels are just going to start helping you. And another thing, too, that's good about it is when you turn off the controller, these back wheels here, you can see that they are totally locked up, but there's just so much residual momentum. I swear, like, sometimes this thing will just roll on forever and ever and ever. But anyway, let's take this thing out into the open world here. We're going to try and get some crushing action. Now, we did see, of course, the hay bots. They squished no problem whatsoever. But I'm wondering, I want to find one of the little greenies. I know they're just the cutest little thing ever. But I want to go flatten some bots. All right, look, here's our first victim. Hay bot number 1. There he goes. Oh, geez, that's gotta hurt. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but I also have storage containers on the inside of this vehicle as well. So, you know, all you gotta do is run over the enemy, squish them to death, and then you get to collect their parts. Also, this is not the kind of vehicle that you would really want to go around exploring with. Obviously, this is not the fastest thing in the world here, but it's the most fun. Oh, let's see. Is it good enough to crush leaves? Oh, geez. Yeah, obviously. Oh, no, the walk. Look, there's a walk being chased by a haybot. Let's save him. Save him. Oh, no, he's too fast. Oh, my God. Look, there's another one. Oh, no, that guy did not make it. Let's go get some revenge for that walk. Here we go. Oh, he just got launched. He's ragdolling. And, oh, we bounced him right off. Oh, look, this haybot, he's going for the walk. Let's kill him. We're gonna save you. We saved him. We just saved the walk. Run, free walk. All right, so when you want a greenie, you just can't find one. But look at the size of this hayfield. You know in the hayfield there's gonna be haybots, and you know, I guess we don't have to crush the cute little guys. But, oh man, these haybots. Oh, here's one chasing us. Are we gonna be able to maneuver? Okay. I don't think we're fast enough. I feel like, is he going to be able to run faster than us? Okay, he's kind of taking his time, and we're going up a hill right now, but I don't think I'm ever going to be able to turn around in time to crush the ones that are chasing us. But the beauty of this vehicle is it's really stable, so all you have to do is kind of like hop in the back here, and there you go. Okay, here's another victim. Let's crush him. Oh, yes! Man, I can't believe how well this works. It's so surprisingly good. All right, one more victim here, and then I will go find a greenie. Oh, he's not even looking. He doesn't even see this coming. Oh, he just, what? How did he just dodge this? He's not even paying attention to us, and he just dodged the roller. Oh, this is actually a good chance to try out the maneuverability. No, wait, no, okay, no. Bad time to check the maneuverability. Okay, there's our cute little greenie underneath that tree in the shade. He's not bothering anybody, but I kind of want to bother him. So here we go. Let's try it out on the cutest little green guy. We can't miss him, though. Don't miss him. Here we go. Yes. Oh, my. Jeez. I barely even get a chance to see it happen. That's how fast it is. So overall, I got to say, this Steamroller is a great success. Now, I know a bunch of people are probably thinking to themselves, well, Moonbo, you didn't even try to crush the big red farm bot. Well, guess what? I already know that that's going to end in disaster. So that is going to be today's video. If you guys have any more suggestions for Scrap Mechanic survival builds, then let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this video. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to Endless Scrap Mechanic. If you guys did enjoy the video, then be sure to leave a like on the video. If you guys want to tune in for some more Scrap Mechanic survival and Endless Scrap Mechanic, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. And maybe even turn on some notifications so you get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanics. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. So bye for now.